कितना है प्यारा साथ तुम्हारा प्रभु कितना है प्यारा मिल गई मंजिल मिल गया किनारा मिल गया किनारा साथ तुम्हारा प्रभु कितना है प्यारा साथ तुम्हारा प्रभु
ओम शांति
ओम शांति
ओम शांति
ओम शांति
ओम शांति।
हम सभी बाबा के
We all are
बहुत ही अनन्य बच्चे
the very special children of
संगम
Baba
पर
in this
स्वयं
confluence
बाबा
age.
आके हम सभी को
Baba himself comes and
बहुत ही ज्ञान देकर
give us the
हम
beautiful
सभी को श्रृंगार
sustenance
किया है
of knowledge,
और साथ साथ
and he adorns us with
हमारे
knowledge.
साथ अपनी दादियाँ
And along with that,
जो विशेष एग्जाम्पल
our dadis who became the special examples for us,
सभी को
they were in front
कुछ
of
न
us,
कुछ
and
हर एक से कोई न कोई प्राप्ति जरूर हुई होंगी
from each of the dadis we have
और
attained
मैं
one thing
अपने
or
आप
the
को
other.
बहुत ही भाग्यशाली भी समझती
And
हूँ
I consider myself to be
इतना
very
अच्छा
lucky that
देवी परिवार हम मिला
I have got so
जो
much
साथ
beautiful
साथ
divine
एक ही
family,
लक्ष्य से हम सभी आगे बढ़ रहे हैं
so that
एक
with
ही बाबा
only
की
same aim we are
भावना
moving
से
forward,
हम सभी आगे
and
बढ़ रहे हैं
we are moving forward with the sustenance of one Baba
ऐसे है।
only. Isn't it like this?
दादी जी
So,
अपनी बड़ी प्रकाशमणि दादी जी
Dadi Prakashmani
दादी
ji
जानकी जी का बहुत ही साथ और सहयोग रहा है
and Dadi ji and Dadi Prakashmani ji and Dadi Janki ji, all three had the special cooperation in doing foreign
ईश्वरीय
services.
ज्ञान भारत में लिया था
I got this knowledge in
और
India,
फिर
and then
लंदन जाना हुआ
I went to London.
और लंदन जब जा रहे थे तो
And
अव्यक्त बाप दादा की
when
छुट्टी
I
लेने
was
के लिए
going to London,
मधुबन आए थे
I came to Madhuban to
समय बाबा
take leave from Baba.
हिस्ट्री हॉल में मिल रहे थे
So at that time, Baba was meeting us in the
Baba
history hall.
पर्सनल ब्लेसिंग्स में वरदान में
So
मुझे कहा
Baba gave me personal blessing. He
बच्ची आप
said,
कभी भी
"Child,
अपने को अकेले नहीं
you
समझना
should never consider yourself to be alone.
हमेशा ये अनुभव रखना
Consider yourself or experience such that
आप शिव शक्ति
you are
Dada
Shiv Shakti, combined
आपके साथ
of Bap Dada. You are Bap Dada's
जहाँ भी
combined form.
जाएगी,
Wherever,
दादा आपके साथ
whenever you will go, wherever you will go,
और
Bap Dada will
आपको
accompany
सेवा के
you,
पीछे भागना नहीं पड़ेगा
and you will not
स्वतः
have to
सेवा
run
आपके
for the seva
पास आएगी।
service. The service
तो ये
will
मैंने
automatically come to you.
हमारी ईश्वरीय जर्नी में अंडरलाइन किया
So I underlined this in this spiritual journey,
कंबाइंड स्वरूप होके ही
that
मेरे को इस
with the
ईश्वरीय
combined
सेवा में
form
आगे
of
बढ़ना है।
Bap Dada, I have to move forward in this
उसी समय
Ishwariya or
लंदन
godly
से जब
service.
भी मधुबन आते थे
At that time, whenever we used to come to Madhuban from London,
बहनें जो अफ्रीका से
so many of our
refugee
sisters
की तरफ से आ गई
from
थी, क्योंकि
refugees
अफ्रीका में बहुत ही सारा
from Africa, they came as the refugees
ऊपर नीचे हो रही थी
because there was upheaval in
जब भी वो
Africa.
लोग लंदन में आए तो उसके पास
So
पासपोर्ट नहीं था
when they came to London, they didn't
लंदन से
have
बाहर नहीं
passports,
जा पाते थे।
so they won't be able to go
तो हमारा सौभाग्य
from
था
away
कि
from London.
पैसेंजर बनकर
So it was my
सभी
fortune
बहनों का
that
मैं बाबा के पास
I used to bring letters or photos. I used to bring those to Bap Dada as a messenger.
उसी समय पांडव भवन में हिस्ट्री हॉल में जब बाबा आता
So
था,
at that time in Pandav Bhavan History Hall,
बाबा
Baba used
शाम
to
को
come.
6 बजे आता था.
Baba
तो
used to
उसके
come at
कुछ
6 p.m.
समय
evening.
पहले मैं गुलजार दादी के रूम में जाई.
Before Baba's coming, I used
पता
to
नहीं
go
था
to
कि
Dadi
दादी
Gulzarji's
के रूम
room.
में ऐसे नहीं जा सकते थे.
I was not knowing that
पर
we can't
ऐसे
go
कोई
to her
एक
room like that.
अतुल शक्ति मेरे को जैसे
But as
खींच के
if
वहाँ ले जाती.
some supreme is pulling
और
me
मैं
towards
उस
that room,
समय
so
मुझे
I used to go
पता भी
there.
नहीं था कि आज पूरा दिन
And I never
दादी
used to
को
know
साइलेंस
that
डे होती है
in the
तो
day
बोलना
of
नहीं
Baba
होता.
Milan, Dadi used to observe
पर
silence,
वैसे
so
ही मैं
she
जाके दादी से
didn't used to
बात
say a
किया.
word. So I
और दादी
went
को
and
बताती कि
told
दादी इन
Dadi,
बहनें
Dadi,
आना
such
चाहती हैं
sisters
पर
wanted
गवर्नमेंट
to
के
come, but
कारण
because of government
नहीं आ
restrictions,
पाती.
they could not come.
दादी बहुत ही शांति से
So
एकदम जैसे अव्यक्त स्वरूप
Dadi,
से मेरे को
in the
कहती
very avyakt form, in
कि
very
जब भी
deep
आपका
silence, she replied
टर्न
that
आवे बाप दादा को मिलने के
when
लिए
your
तो
turn to
देखो
meet
बाबा क्या
Bab
कहते
Dada
हैं.
will come, see
ऐसे
what Baba
करके
says.
दादी हमको विदाई देती.
So in that way, Dadi
जब भी
used
बाप
to
दादा का
satisfy
टर्न
us.
आया,
So when
अभी
I went in front
उसी
of Bab
समय
Dada
चलो
that
नई
evening,
थी ज्ञान में.
so at that time I was very
तो
new in the
बाप दादा
Gyan.
ने बहुत अच्छा ये बहनों के लिए वरदान भी दिया.
So Bab Dada gave very beautiful
और
blessings to
बाप
all
दादा
those
ने खास
sisters
उस समय कहा
and specially said
कि
that
वो गवर्नमेंट नहीं देती है
that government
मगर
doesn't give the
गॉडली
permission,
गवर्नमेंट है.
but godly
गॉडली
government
गवर्नमेंट ने पहले से इन
has
सभी को
already
जैसे
given the
छुट्टी दे दिया है
permission
वो
to
मेरे सामने
all
है.
those sisters, and all
तो
those
इतनी
sisters are
अच्छी
in
जैसे
front of
वरदान दिया
me
उनके
only.
कारण मुझे बाप दादा के पास
So because
समीप
of
आने का
her,
मौका मिलता.
I got the chance to go
ऐसे
near to
करके
Bab
धीरे
Dada.
धीरे करके
In this way,
जब भी दादी के साथ
I came in connection with
जाने
Dadi.
उसके रूम में जाने का होता था.
So
तो उसी
whenever I
समय
got time to
नीलू
go
बहन
to
बहुत छोटी थी, फर्स्ट टाइम
Dadiji's,
दादी की
Dadi's
सेवा में
room,
आई हुई थी.
so at that time Nilu's
तो
sister was
दादी जी
very
ने ये
small.
कहा कि गीता
So Dadi
आप
asked me,
इनको
Geeta,
सहयोग दो.
please accompany Nilu's
छोटे थे,
sister
भाषा
and give
बहुत
her
इतनी
the
हिंदी नहीं आती
cooperation.
थी और
She was
जैसे
small
मैं
and
समझती हूँ
she
कि
didn't
अकेलापन
know
का लगता
Hindi
क्योंकि
that
सभी
that
बड़े ही
well.
सामने थे.
So I
उस
think
समय
there is
से
a kind of
आज
loneliness
तक
as well because
दादी ने
everyone was
जो ये
senior
मेरे को
there.
होमवर्क दिया
So since
पालना हो
that
गया.
time,
और
I
इतना ही
continued to
प्यार
do
से
this
नीलू
work.
बहन दादी के साथ अलग अलग स्थान पे जहाँ भी
And
जाते तो साथ में
with
रहते
such
थे.
love, Nilu's
जब भी
sister, wherever she used to go with
अमेरिका
Dadi,
में
she used to
मोहिनी
keep me
बहन और
with her.
चंद्रू बहन की इनविटेशंस मिली
And
तो
when we
हमको
got
एक कुंवारी
invitation from
चाहिए
Chandru
सेवा के
Behan,
लिए.
sister from America,
कोई जाना लंदन से कोई जाना नहीं
so
चाहता था
that they want a sister,
क्योंकि
but
उसी
no one
समय
wants to
दादी
go
जानकी
from
जी,
London
जयंती
because
बहन, सुदेश दीदी थे.
at that time
तो कोई
Dadi
बाहर
Janki
जाना नहीं चाहता
ji,
था
sister
कि बाहर जाके हम
Jayanti
लोग क्या
and
करेंगे.
Sudesh sister were there,
तो
so
एक
no one
बारी
wants to go
दादी जी ने
abroad
दादी
away from
जानकी
London.
ने स्ट्रांगली कहा
Because
कि
they
आप
used to
सब
think what we will
कुमारियों
do
को
by going
यहाँ
there.
रखकर क्या मैं अचार बनाऊंगी.
So once
तो
Dadi
उसी समय अंदर से
Janki ji
लगा
strictly
कि
said that
कब
what
तक
will I do with
जैसे
your
दादी
sisters?
का
Will I
इतना
make a
बड़ा
pickle of you
बिजनेस है
here?
और हम
So at
जस्ट
that
अपने
time
ही जैसे कंफर्ट जोन में
we
रह गए.
realized that we are living in
तो
our
नीलू
own
बहन आए
comfort
थे
zone, but Dadi
और
has a
बड़ी
very
दादी
wide
जी
vision for
और
us.
दादी जानकी जी ने
So
बुलाया कि
I was
आपको अब
called
अमेरिका
that
जाना
I
है.
have to go to
तो
America
उसी
when
समय
Dadi
मन
Gulzar
में
ji
ऐसे
came.
रहा कि
So at
दादी
that
कैसे
time
ऐसे
I
भेज
was
सकते हैं.
in my heart that how can
पर
Dadi send me away
दादी
from
का
her like
कहना
this?
माना बाबा का
But
कहना ये भी
for
बहुत
me,
अंडरलाइन था.
it was like Dadi
जब
saying
भी हम
is
दादी
Bab Dada's
गुलजार के
direction for
निमित्त
me, so I went
हमको
there.
अमेरिका जाना मिला.
So at that time I went to
और
America with Dadi Gulzar
लंदन की
ji,
लाइफ अमेरिका
and
लाइफ
the
में
life
बहुत
of
सारा अंतर लगा.
I found a lot of
अंदर से
difference
लगा
between the
कि
lifestyle
जीवन तो
of
बाबा को
London
दिया
and
है.
America. I
ऐसे
had
कब तक हम
very firm
अकेलेपन का
in my
अनुभव
heart
करेंगे.
that I have given my
तुरंत ही
life
अव्यक्त
to
बाप
Bab
दादा का
Dada.
वरदान
So since
सामने
how
आया
long I will feel this
कि आप
loneliness?
अकेली नहीं है.
So then I remember
बाप
Bab
दादा
Dada's
आपके
blessings
साथ
that
है.
you are not alone, Bab Dada is
फिर
with
भी
you.
अंदर लगता था कि
Even then I used
क्यों
to
लगता
feel
था
in my
क्योंकि
heart
लंदन में रोज सुबह में
because in London
मीन्स 150 से 200 भाई बहन
In
योगा क्लास
London,
में
every
आते
morning 100 to
शुरुआत में वहाँ
150 to
पूरे 2 में
200
2 आत्मा
students
थी
used to come to
और
London.
क्या पूरा दिन
But
करने
in
का
America,
वो
only
नहीं समझ
2
में आता
students
था
used to come. So what I have to
तो
do
जब भी
whole
मधुबन
day,
आने
I
का
was not
समय
getting.
रहा तो
So
पहले मैं दादी गुलजार के रूम में
whenever
जाके
I got a chance to
दादी को
come to
बोला
Madhuban, I went to
कि
Dadi
दादी
Gulzar's
मुझे
room and
अपने मन
said,
की एक बात बतानी है
Dadi, I want to say something.
बहुत ही प्यार से दादी ने कहा
So
बोलो क्या
Dadi
कहना
said,
है
with love, say
तो
whatever you
वो
want to say.
प्यार में जो दादी का जो वो प्यार
So
में वो
in that
समय था
love,
तो उसमें मैंने कहा
so with that
कि
love,
दादी
I
मैंने कौन
said,
सा ऐसा बुरा कर्म किया
Dadi, what bad did I
जो
have
भगवान
done
ने मुझे
that God
end of the world
has
कि दुनिया
sent
के
me
कोने
at
में
the
मेरे
end
को
of
भेज
the
दिया
world to
जहाँ
America,
न मैं किसी से बात
where
कर सकूं
there I
न
can't
मैं
talk
किसी
to
से बोल
anyone,
सकूं
I can't share
और
with
उसी
anyone.
समय सब लोग अंग्रेजी में ही बोलते थे कोई
And at
ऐसे
that
हिंदी या
time,
गुजराती
everyone
में नहीं
used to
बोलते
speak
थे
in English, so no one
बहुत ही
used
अंदर
to
से
talk
लगता
in
था कि
Hindi
ऐसे
or
कैसे बाबा की
Gujarati.
सेवा करेंगे
So I was like, how will
तो
I do
दादी ने
service
बहुत ही
in
प्यार
such a
से
case?
बाबा
So
की
Dadi,
दृष्टि देके
with
मेरे को
love, Baba
बोला
gave me a loving drishti of
कि
Bab Dada
बाबा
and
ने
said
दो बातों के कारण
that Baba has
आपको
sent
वहाँ सेवा
you
के
to
लिए भेजा है
America because of two things.
एक है
First,
कि आपने इस जन्म में प्यार का अनुभव किया है
that you have
मतलब कि
realized or
माँ
experienced
बाप भाई
love
बहन
in this
फ्रेंड सभी
life.
का जैसे
Because
निस्वार्थ प्यार का अनुभव
of
किया है
unconditional love you have
जिस
received
कंट्री
from
में आप
mother,
है
father, friends,
वहाँ प्यार
brother.
क्या होता है
So
वो पता भी नहीं
in
है
America, there what
और
love
दूसरा
is they
बोला
don't
कि
know.
पवित्रता
And
के
the
कारण
second thing is
बाबा ने
purity.
इन दो बातों
Because
से
of
आपको भेजा है
purity, you have been sent
जिस
there by
कंट्री में
Baba.
आप है वहाँ पवित्रता का
Because in
नामो निशान भी
America,
नहीं है
there is no sign of
तो जब भी
purity
मैं
even.
वापस
So
अपने सेवा स्थान पर आई
when I went back to
तो
America,
मैंने अंदर से सोचा कि बाबा ने कितना बड़ा बाबा
then
ने
I
दादी ने
realized and
इतनी
churned
बड़ी
from within that
विजन से मेरे को
with
भेजा
how
और
much
मैं वहाँ
wide
यहाँ
vision
आके
Bab
ये
Dada
कहूँ
and
कि मुझे
Dadi Ji
ये
has
अच्छा नहीं
sent me
लगता
there.
है वो अच्छा नहीं
And
लगता
by
है
going there, if I keep on
तो
complaining
क्या
that I
मैं
don't
अंदर
like
से
this, I
क्या
don't
मैं
like that,
करूँ कि जिस
then
रीति ये
so what
वर्ल्ड
should
को
I
मैं बेटा
do
बना दूँ
so that I
तो
can
ये
keep
अनुभव
or
रहा
relieve
जिस
my
समय
seniors,
दादियों का जो
keep them
प्यार
light?
था गुड विशेष थी
So at that time, those
कि
good
यहाँ के
wishes I
जिस
received
विशेष
from
हम
Dadis
प्रदेश में गए
that helped
हैं
me there.
वहाँ अपने कोई कंफर्ट जोन में नहीं गए हैं ऐसे
Because
नहीं कि
whoever
मुझे
have
यहाँ अच्छा
gone from
लगना
here
चाहिए
to
यहाँ
abroad,
कुछ
they have
यहाँ
not
सब
gone out
व्यवस्था
there
होनी
because
चाहिए
of their
यहाँ हम
comfort,
सेवा के लिए आए हैं
but they
तो
have
वो
gone
भी
there for
किसकी सेवा
service.
है
And whose
भगवान
service?
की सेवा
That's the
है
service of
जो
God.
बाबा के बच्चे यहाँ छिपे हुए हैं उसको
And
बाबा का ज्ञान
Baba's
देकर
children who
अपने
still
प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ
undercover
से
there.
उनको भी
So we have to
बाप समान
influence them
बनाने
and
के
to
लिए
make them
यहाँ
like
आए
Baba
तो ये दादी
by
की
with
जो
our
दो
practical
बातें
life.
बताई कि
So
मैं
with these
इन
two
लोगों से
things
जैसे
of
एक्सपेक्ट करती रहती
which
थी
I
कि ये कोई
listened
मुझे
from
दे
Dadi,
फिर
so I
अनुभव
was
रहा कि
expecting
ये
that
तो
someone
सेवा
should
के लिए
love me.
आई हूँ
But
तो
now at that
हमारा
time I
हाथ
realized
सदैव
that
जैसे
I
कैसे
am
बेबी
there
का
for
ऐसे होता
service,
है कि
so my
जो भी
hand should
आए
be like that of
उसको
a hand
शुभ
of
भावना
blessing,
शुभकामना का
like we see in the
जैसे
idol of
वरदान देते
goddesses.
रहे और
So I
बाबा
used to
ने जो
give
हम
them
बच्चों को
best
दिया है
wishes, good
वो
wishes to
जस्ट दान पुण्य
everyone.
करना है
And whatever I
यहाँ
have received
लेने
from
के लिए
Baba,
नहीं
I
आए
have to
हैं
donate it to
देने के लिए
others.
आए हैं
So I am not come here to
और जब
receive
भी
anything but to
स्टूडेंट्स
give.
आते गए
So
उसी
when
समय
students came,
उनकी जो अनुभव उन लोगों के जीवन में था
so
वो देखकर सुनकर
whatever
मेरे को
experiences
बाप
they
दादा
have,
की बातें दादी की बातें याद
I
आई कि हम
remembered
बच्चे
Bab
कितने
Dada's
भाग्यशाली
words
है
and
भारतवर्ष से
Dadi's words.
कि हमको पता
Then
है हमारे माँ
we
कौन है
Indians
बाप
are
कौन है
very
भाई
lucky that
कौन
we
है बहन
know
कौन है
who are our
उस
mother and
समय जब मेरे
father,
को
who is our brother and
उनकी
sister.
बातचीत करते थे तो उसमें
But
पता भी नहीं था
at
उसकी
that
माँ कौन
time,
है बाप
when
कौन
we
है
used to talk to those
तो अंदर
students,
से
they were
बहुत ही
not even
भावना
knowing
आती गई
who their mother
और
is,
दादियों
who
को
their
सामने
father is,
रखकर
who their
बाबा को
brother
सामने
is. So
रखकर
I used to feel
बहुत
very
सारी
mercy towards
प्राप्तियां
them.
मुझे अनुभव होती थी
So at that
वो जैसे
time, I
उस
used to
आत्मा
keep
को
Baba
लेके
and
चले
Dadis in front of me, and whatever I used to
घड़ी
attain, I
में
used to
जैसे
donate
प्यार के कारण
that to
सब
them.
भागते रहते हैं ये जैसे एक मनुष्य आत्मा का
And
प्यार तो यही समझ में
in
नहीं
the
आता
world,
कि
we
प्यार
usड to run
के
towards
लिए
or for
भागना
the
नहीं
love.
होता है
But we don't realize that we don't have to run for love. We are the embodiment of love. We have that love within ourselves. So when they realized this, they felt lots of love from Bap Dada. So because of this, I used to thanks a lot to Bap Dada and Dadis for this. Because whatever they have said, it made my life, practical life, very easy. So whatever directions Dadis gave and Baba taught us, we have to experience there practically. Thereafter, I said this to myself that even if I narrate knowledge to 50 knowledge, then only I will go back to Madhuban, otherwise not. Because whenever we keep an aim in front of us in life, so whatever challenges we face, but if you have a firm faith or firm willpower to reach that aim, so you can reach that aim because we have that much power within us. And especially when we are the children of God and Baba has chosen us, so lots of power we have received from Bap Dada. So in this way, when I came back to Madhuban again, then I used to go first to Dadi Gulzar ji because I have very good experience with Dadi ji as a friend. I used to consider her to be my friend. So whatever I have in my heart, I used to, without any fear, without any other thought, I used to go and tell her. I never used to think what will Dadi think of me and what will his vision or will attitude will change towards me. There is nothing like that. So I used to go to her and tell her. I used to feel a motherly love from her. Especially in America, there was no other Indian sister. So we got lots of love. We received lots of love from Dadi Prakashmani ji and from Dadi Janki ji. Dadi Janki made us very strong from within. And as a teacher, I had experience with Dadi Janki ji, but with Dadi Gulzar, I had a relationship of a friend. So after Baba Milan, when Baba left, I used to go to Dadi Gulzar ji's room. Even if it's late night or it's early morning, I used to go there and I used to enjoy that kheer, that porridge, rice sweet porridge. I used to enjoy with Dadi ji. So we used to discuss that Dadi, today Bap Dada has said such and such thing to us and Dadi, you missed this. So Dadi used to say very lovingly that whatever Baba has told us in the subtle region, you missed that. So in this way we used to do chit-chat very lovingly. We also saw that at that time when Baba used to come, Dadi so used to be there in subtle region in silence. So the next day, Dadi used to read that Murli. So Dadi used to remind us that some point, used to underline us some point. So we have such a good experience like this. Whenever any foreigner used to come or anyone from India, Baba's children used to come in front of Dadi, I experienced that Dadi's drishti or vision was equal towards everyone. It was not like that this is a small child or this is elder. No, she had very equal vision for everyone. So this is what I have specially experienced. This. So I realized that whoever people or students come in the center in America or abroad, we must look towards them with the attitude that he is also the child of Baba. Even if he is elder or mentally disturbed or even if it is intelligent, we have equal vision towards everyone and how should we behave with them equally. I have learned this from Dadi Gulzar ji.
अमेरिका में जब आई
And then when Dadi came to America,
ज़्यादातर कोई फॉरेनर्स
at that time, lot many foreigners don't get surrender. But we had 5 sisters ready who used to do service with us.
मधुबन में जाके हमारी कोई सरेंडर सेरेमनी नहीं होगी.
So they felt from inside that we didn't go to Madhuban for surrendering ourselves and we are not having any ceremony for that. So I told Dadi ji, Dadi, that you are here, so they want to surrender themselves here. So Dadi ji and Sister Neelu made arrangement for everything there to surrender those 5 sisters there. Since morning till night, whatever programs will be done, Dadi made that program herself, and Sister Neelu also helped in those programs, and those 5 sisters got surrendered there. That scene was like Avyakt Bap Dada has come, and with lot of love and especially blessings Bap Dada is giving to all those sisters. And everyone who was there felt that we are in Madhuban, and from Madhuban only this ceremony is being taking place. So Dadi used to do every task with very ease. So I learned that whatever service is of Bap Dada's, I can't say that it's difficult, but nothing is impossible also. If we have a good connection with Father, and also we have firm faith in ourselves, and faith in Baba and Drama, then that work, task is there only, is successful. Once a sister went away from Srimad. She said in front of Dadi and she cried a lot and said that I have done this and this which is against Srimad. So at the same time Dadi Janki and Dadi Prakashmani was also there. So I saw that all the 3 Dadis with love, they said, okay, it's okay, you have realized this. Now you underline this and go to Baba's room and ask for forgiveness from Baba. And then with your smiling face, as if nothing has happened, you go out of that room. So I saw that how Dadis made with so ease. They made that soul very light. So that soul underlines it that we can't go against Srimad like this. So I have seen that we should, whatever should happen, our vision should not change towards any soul. We should not even have a slightest thought about that soul, because that was not my part, that was the part of that soul. So why should I bring my state in upheaval? So instead of giving cooperation, why should I go into waste thoughts, so that it doesn't get added in my account of actions. So I learned this from Dadis very well. In 2012, Dadi had a tour of China, Hong Kong and Japan. At that time also I got a chance to accompany her there. I saw there, especially in China. That is the communist country. They cannot come to Bharat, India. But there were so good children there. So there was a small retreat place. We arranged all programs there. That country has a law that you cannot stay at the center. So Dadi has to stay in a hotel for a night. And in Amrit Vela, Dadi came to that retreat where collective meditation was taking place.
बाप दादा देख रहे थे
So they are experienced as if Bap Dada is watching them.
तो ऐसे लगा
I realized
दादी ने
that
अमृत
these
वेला
students,
कंडक्ट
this
किया
child of Baba
सभी
will
को
not come to
इतना
Madhuban,
powerful
but
दृष्टि से
while
ध्यान
Dadi
दिया
was conducting
सभी
that
को यही
meditation
अनुभव
session in
रहा
Amrit
कि
Vela,
बाप दादा
with her
हमारे
powerful
पास आए
vision, they all felt
और
that
उसी
Bap Dada
समय
has come to
राखी
meet
की
them.
सीजन चल रही थी
And that was the
तो
season
दादी
of
ने
Rakhi
एक एक को
festival.
राखी बांधी
So Dadi
तो
tied
देखो बाबा
Rakhi
ने भी
to
कैसे
each
दादी
and
के
every
द्वारा
student of
दादी
theirs.
के रथ के
So
द्वारा
this is how
उनकी
Baba
सभी की
did
मनोकामना
service
जैसे पूर्ण
of
किया
those people there
बहुत
and
ही सरल
fulfill their
कोमल
heartfelt
स्वभाव
desires. So
समदृष्टि
Dadi's was very
और
simple
कई बातों
nature,
में दादी की
equal
इकोनॉमी भी
vision.
होती थी
She also was
और
very
ये भी देखने
economic.
में आया भले कितना भी भंडारा भरपूर है
I also
अगर जिस
saw
रीति
that
से कार्य
even if
करना है
the
जिस
treasure
रीति
is
से
full
यूज
of
करना है
wealth, but
वही हम कर सकते ज्यादा नहीं करें
there
ताकि
is
कोई
no
सूक्ष्म में भी
excess use
हमारा
of
कर्म का
money
फल
or
निकल जाए
wealth. Only whatever is
दादी
needed, how much is needed, that is
जब
only
ये
to be spent and not more than that.
लास्ट
So that we
महीने
should
का
not
समय
create
था
any subtle
तो उसके
account
पहले मेरे को
even.
2017 में जब
In
ये अव्यक्त बाप दादा ने
2017,
दिसंबर में कहा
when
कि
Avyakt
समाप्ति
Bap
वर्ष
Dada in
है
December said that it is
तो उसी समय मैं
end.
समझती हूँ कि ऐसे लगा
So
कि हाँ अभी
at that
दिसंबर
time I
जो है
felt that
समाप्त हो गया
this December
और ऐसे नहीं
month
लगा
is
कि अभी
coming.
अव्यक्त बाप
That's
दादा
why
का
it
कोई
is
पार्ट
saying that Baba
पूरा
is saying
होने
that it
वाला
is the end.
तो
But I
जब भी
didn't
दादी
realize that this is the
हॉस्पिटल में
end
थी
of the Avyakt Bap
तो
Dada's
वहाँ
part. But
एक फिर जाना मिला
when Dadi was in
तो
the
ये
hospital
हमने
and
सूक्ष्म
I
रीति
used to
से
go there
न्यारा प्यारा
to visit
पति
Dadi,
अटैच होके हमने अनुभव
then
ये किया
I realized
कि
by being
दादी
detached
ये समय
that
अपना जैसे वाइंड अप
Dadi,
करने का समय है समाप्त जैसे
I realized
समाप्ति
that
का
this is
समय
the time is
दादी
to wind up
अपना यूज
everything.
कर रही है
And Dadi is
भले
using
दादी
this
हम
time to
लोगों के
wind up
साथ
everything for
जैसे
herself.
बातचीत करे या कोई भी कार्य
Dadi
करती
used to talk to
पर
us,
इतना न्यारा
but she
इतना
was
विनम्र
very
होके
detached. She was
दादी
very,
जैसे न्यारी हो जाती
very detached.
तो ये किया कि अभी अभी है अभी अभी
So I
दादी नहीं
realized
है
that
तो ये हमने
now
अपने
the first at
नजर से
moment Dadi is
देखकर
here
एक
and the
बहुत
other
ही
moment she's not
अच्छा
here.
अंदर से अनुभव रहा
So
कि
I
अभी जो
realized
समय
it
है बाबा ने भी
deeply
ये कहा था
that this is
कि
the
बहुत
time
ही लंबा
that Bap Dada
वर्ष
also said
लंबे
that
समय से अभ्यास होना चाहिए
since
इजी नहीं है
you should
और
have this
सरल नहीं है
practice
कि
for a
शुरू
long
से न्यारा
time
हो जाओ
of getting
बहुत
detached
ही
from the body.
जैसे
So
उसका
that's not very
अभ्यास किया
easy.
करना पड़ता है
So we have to practice that
इसीलिए
a
हमने
lot to
देखा
get
कि
detached
दादी
from
ने
the
जो
body.
अभ्यास किया
So
तो
in
फिर
those
उनको
last
पता भी नहीं
moments,
पड़ता था कि कोई दर्द
Dadi
है
had such a
दूर
practice
रहने
of
को
getting detached
इतना
from the
अभ्यास
body
करना
that
पड़ता
we
कि दादी
never
को
used to
कहाँ कहाँ
realize
दर्द है
that
जो
Dadi
डॉक्टर को
is
बता दे
having pain
जब
somewhere
ये
or
डॉक्टर
not.
आवे दादी को बोले कि दादी आपको
Whenever doctor
कुछ
used to come and
ठीक है
ask,
तो
Dadi, are
दादी
you okay?
इशारे से कहते हाँ
Dadi used
कोई
to
दर्द
reply
नहीं
with
है फिर दादी
sign that,
बोलती नहीं
okay,
तो
I'm fine.
नीरू
So
बेबी
doctor
फिर
used to
डॉक्टर
say,
के
don't you
साथ
have any
कम्युनिकेशंस करना
pain?
पड़ता
So
और
Dadi
हमें
used to
ये
say,
था
no,
कि
I
कैसे
don't have
पता
any pain.
चलता कि दादी को यहाँ दर्द है
But
जैसे
Nilu
एक
Didi
हाथ
used
में
to
टच
communicate
करे
to
तो
doctor
उसी समय
that
कोई थोड़ा सा भी पेन हुए
that
थोड़ा सा
there's yes there
एक्सप्रेशन
is
चेंज
pain
होता
somewhere.
वैसे कोई चेंज नहीं
So
लगता था
I
दादी एकदम
saw
जैसे
that whenever
एक
how
बाप
to
दादा
know
कैसे
whether
आता
Dadi
है
is
उसका
having pain or
चेहरा कैसे
not,
होता था
because
ऐसे हमेशा अनुभव रहता
whenever
था
we used to touch
पर
somewhere,
थोड़ा
if
सा
there
भी
is
उसकी
pain, then
जैसे
her
अनुभूति
expression
हाव
used to
भाव
change
खुलती उससे
slightly.
पता चलता कि
So with
यहाँ
that
कुछ
slight
है
change, we used to come
तो
to know
ये
that
भी
there is
देखा कि
pain.
दादी ने अपने
Otherwise,
शरीर
her
से
face was like
कितना
that of
न्यारा
Avyakt
हो
Bap
गया
Dada. So
तभी
we saw that
भले
how
इतनी
much
सारी
detached she was from her body.
डॉक्टर के हिसाब से बहुत सारी कॉम्प्लिकेशन
That's
रही
why,
पर
as per
दादी को
doctors, there
हमने
were a lot of
अनुभव नहीं
complications,
किया
but
वो
Dadi
हमने
didn't feel
प्रत्यक्ष
that.
आंखों से
I
देखा
have seen this
और
from
उसी
my
समय कईयों का संकल्प चल
eyes
रहा था
practically.
बाबा की याद करने का
शिव की याद रहेगी तब आँखों में समाया वो होगा हम धन्य तभी बन पाएंगे जब ऐसा प्रिय जीवन होगा यहाँ हमारा तन होगा वहाँ हमारा मन होगा धन्य तभी बन पाएंगे जब ऐसा प्रिय जीवन होगा यहाँ हमारा तन होगा वहाँ हमारा मन होगा
दादी की एक बात याद आती है अनुभव में
I remember one thing about Dadi,
अमेरिका में थी तो
that when Dadi was in America, she came for checkup there.
पूरे अमेरिका में अलग अलग स्थान में जाने का मिला
At that time, I accompanied her at various places in America.
को एक राइड में बिठाया गया
When at one place,
आप कुर्सी पर बैठते हो
we
और
sat Dadi in a ride,
और सामने बड़ी स्क्रीन है
and that ride was that chair used to move,
कोई बहुत ही
but there was a big screen in front of them, and we used to feel that we are going through a hill or we are going through a closed
अनुभव कर रहा था
canal or something like that.
तो वो बहुत डर रहा था
So there was a brother
देखो ये बहुत भयानक
who was fearing. So he said,
कि देखो आप वही सीट पर है
he said
आपकी कुर्सी
that Dadi, please close your eyes. This is very dangerous scene. But Dadi said that please open your eye and see that you are here in your seat only. Only that chair is moving.
ट्रस्ट बताया
So at that night, Dadi took a class and she explained very beautiful contrast between science and silence. So she said that, look, how
करते हैं
what science people do, they create very dangerous scenes and they try to
कि जितना
make you fearsome.
की दुनिया में
What Baba says is,
साइलेंस शक्ति में
as much as you keep on going inward and you go in your power of peace, you will feel silence, love, power, everything.
ऐसा बड़ी सीनरी बना के
And science people will create a big scene outside and make you fearsome.
शांति में ले जाके
And Baba with love takes you inside in silence, and
तो ये बहुत ही अच्छा
Baba gives you the experience of his closeness,
रखे
and then you give that vibration to the world outside.
कि बाबा के ज्ञान के
So I
होता है तो वो हम
learned that whatever we see outside, how to connect that with the Gyan, with the knowledge,
लौकिक दृष्टि
to convert Lokik into Alokik.
प्रश्नार्थ क्यों लंबा लंबा
Because when we see with that Lokik worldly view, there is a lot of questions, there is a queue of questions which waste our time and energy because to find the answers we spend a lot of time, and that is unnecessary, and our mind goes in the waste thoughts. So when we keep our mind creative, so such things will not happen. We will not
संकल्प को भी आप बहुत
waste our time, we will not waste our thought, and we will keep our thoughts elevated. And what Baba wants to say, we realize that there in that class.
दादियों को तो कितना अच्छा
Sometimes sister used to say that Dadis are
कितना अच्छी तरह से
very fine, Dadi have everything with them.
हिस्ट्री में बताते
But when we used to tell them in the history of Yajna that what Dadi has not done, Dadi has faced so much challenges,
हमारे पास तो
and
हुआ तो हम चले जाते थे बड़ों
whose support Dadiji's had.
प्रश्न पूछ के
And today, whatever we felt, if we have any problem, then we used to go to our seniors and ask question and get the answer. But
के पास
what Dadi used to do, Dadi used to go to only to Bab Dadas, and whatever Baba gave them sustenance, Baba whatever
जीवन को
gave direction, whatever Baba taught, they have learned and they have made their life
भी अनुभव
complete, sampurna.
एक बल एक भरोसा
So we learned this,
खास करके विदेश
one father and none other. We learned that
होते हैं
from Dadis.
जैसे सहयोग भी मिल जाता है
Because in India we have lot many sisters and brothers here, so we get lot of cooperation from everyone. but in foreign we have to do everything there alone. So this thing I underlined that one Father and none other. This helped me a lot there.
हर बातों से कोई इम्पॉसिबल नहीं है, वो भी
So,
हमारी डिक्शनरी में से निकाल
so
दिया
the word
कि सब
impossible
कुछ हम
is
कर
not
सकते हैं।
there in our
तो ऐसे
dictionary.
ही जैसे
Baba
ने
taught
और
us that we
पाठ
can do
भी वहाँ
everything.
दादियों से
So in
सीखा।
foreign we
बाबा
learned
कैसे
the part,
ब्रह्मा
all
बाबा
round
जब
part
थे
from
तो बाबा ने
Dadis we
कैसे
learned.
दादियों को
When
पालन
Baba
किया,
was there,
तो
how
ऐसे
sustenance
दादी
Baba
गुलजार जी
gave
बहुत ही
to
अभी भी उनसे
Dadis.
सुनाते सुनाते
So Dadi
हमने
Gulzar ji used to tell
स्मरण
us
करके विदेश में
those
बहुत ही
experiences
जैसे
of
सरल
hers.
लगता गया
So
कि एक
we
भावना रही कि
found it
सेवा
very
सेवा के
easy.
लिए गए
We felt it very
और
easy to
सेवा
do
करके
service
अपने घर
there.
वापिस आ जाओ।
We used to
जब
feel that
यहाँ
we
घर
have
वापिस आ जाते
went
तो
there
हम
for
ऐसे लगता है
service
कि मथुरा
only
खा
and
लिए,
then
यहाँ इतना
we come
अच्छा
back to
मेवा खा लिए,
Madhuban.
फिर
And
वहाँ
when
जाएंगे जैसे
we come to
सेवा
Madhuban,
करने
we
का
feel
मौका
like
रहता है,
we are
क्योंकि
eating
अनुभव
dry fruits
कराना होता
here,
है
the
वो
fruit of our
बाबा
service
गुलजार
here.
का
And
इतना
then by
वो
getting this
अनुभव नहीं
meva
है
here, dry
जो
fruits and
रूहानी
fruits
प्यार
here,
क्या होता
we
है,
go there and do
रूहानी
service
जैसे
there.
संबंध क्या होता है,
Because they
वो जब भी
don't know
मधुबन में
what
आते थे
spiritual life
तभी
is, what
बहुत ही
spiritual
अच्छा
love is,
अनुभव
what
रहता है।
spiritual connection is.
जब भी लास्ट
So
एक
when
मंत्रा
they used to come to Madhuban,
दादी
they
जी का
feel
जब
those experiences, that
जाने का
spiritual
समय था, तो
feelings
हमने ये
here.
कहा कि दादी ने मधुबन से 3
So
साल क्यों मीन्स वहाँ
at
बिताए।
last, we asked
बाबा
why
को
Dadi
मुझे
was
खुद को
3
ऐसे अंदर
years
से
away from
बहुत ही
Madhuban.
स्ट्रॉन्ग फीलिंग आ रही थी
So I had very
कि
strong
विश्व
feeling
में
from
बहुत
inside
सारी जगहों
that
पे बहुत कुछ हो भी रहा था
at that time
और
lot many
बहुत
things or
सारे बच्चों की
upheavals were
अभी
taking place in
कहीं
the
को भी
world,
अभी ज्ञान मिला भी नहीं है,
and lot
तो बाबा उनकी
of the
जैसे
Baba's
साइलेंस
children
पावर
have
था,
not received this
बाबा यूज
knowledge
कर रहे
yet.
हैं ये रथ का,
So
जैसे
Baba
बाबा
was
यूज करते
using that
तो
silence
हम बच्चों
power,
को उस समय
that
पता
using
नहीं
that
चलता, हम
chariot
केवल वो
for that
दृश्यों को
service.
देखते
Because
तो
at that
अंदर
time
से
we
लगता
didn't
था कि
realize this
बाबा
thing because we used to
बहुत
see
ही
the only the
दादी
outward
रथ को
form or the
यूज कर
physical
रहा है,
body only.
इसीलिए
But from
दादी
within I
नहीं
used to
खाली
feel
यहाँ
in the
है
subtle way
बल्कि
that
बाबा
Baba
ने
is
तो उसकी
using
सेवा में पहले से
her
यूज कर
for
लिया है।
this service.
तो ये
So
साइलेंस
only
की बहुत ही
for time being this
दादी के
body
पास
is
से
here,
अनुभव होती रहती कि
but Baba
जभी
is
भी वो
using her
प्रभु के
continuously in
पास
that
एंटर ही
service.
करो, अभी भी वो
So
वाइब्रेशंस कम
whenever I
होने में है,
used to enter
जब
in
भी
that
आप
room,
सबको जाने का मौका मिले
today,
जरूर
even today,
दादी
that
के
vibrations, those vibrations are
भवन का
still there.
अनुभव करना, अभी भी
That
रूम
if you get a
में
chance to
इतना
go to
पावरफुल
Gamde Dadi,
वाइब्रेशन है शांति का,
if you go
एकदम
there
साइलेंस का,
and
कि वो
happen to
मैं
visit
डिस्क्राइब
Gamdedi,
नहीं कर
please
सकती हूँ,
go
वो
there
फीलिंग
and
इतनी
feel
पावरफुल
those
है कि
vibrations.
जब भी वो
That
सीनरी याद करते
powerful
हैं
silence and those
तुरंत ही
powerful vibrations
हमें
are
जैसे
still
ऐसे
there.
साइलेंस की शक्ति का
So even now
अनुभव
we
आ
can
जाता है।
feel that
तो
silence, that
दादी
power
ने बाबा ने
from
इतना
within.
अंत तक बहुत ही
So
प्यार से बाबा ने यूज किया।
Baba used Dadi
जब
till the
जाने का
end
समय
very
था तो मैंने
lovingly.
यही देखा कि जो
At the
लौकिक
end,
डॉक्टर
when Dadi was about to
कभी
leave the
कभी
body, I
हम
saw
लोग
that
थोड़ा मन में
that Lokik doctors,
संकल्प कर लेते
worldly
हैं कि मेरा
doctors,
शरीर तो बीमार है, अभी मैं क्या काम की, मैं क्या कुछ
and
जैसे व्यर्थ
some
संकल्प आवे,
some of
फिर
us we
देखा
feel that at
कि
the end
अगर
of our
बाबा
life
के
we go
सामने
in
रखा
the
हो कि बाबा
west
को जो भी
thoughts
कराना हो वो
that we
करा
have
दो,
done nothing,
तो
what
दादी
service I
एक
have
एग्जाम्पल
done.
बनी
In
कि
west thoughts we
भले वो
go,
कुछ
but
मुझसे ऐसे बातें नहीं
Dadi was
करते
such an
थे,
example
पर
that
डॉक्टर भी कोई न कोई
Baba,
एक्सक्यूज
she kept
करके
Baba in front of
दादी
her.
के
Whatever
पास
Baba
बैठ के
wants,
वो
whatever
साइलेंस
Baba
की
wants, she was such
वाइब्रेशंस
that.
को अनुभव करने के लिए
So that worldly
कई
doctors
डॉक्टर्स
used to
रहते थे
come
कि
and
मंथ
sit in
मंथ तक
front of
उसकी
Dadi
अपॉइंटमेंट
just
नहीं
to
मिलती,
feel that
वही
vibrations,
डॉक्टर को
that
एक्सक्यूज
silence.
करके
For that they used to come
दो दो
to
तीन दिन के बाद दादी के
meet
पास वो
Dadi ji.
आवे, लेट नाइट भी दादी
So
के
such
पास
busy
आवे
doctors
और वो
whose
अनुभव करे।
appointment people don't get
और
for even
ये
for
अनुभव
months or
लास्ट
3 months,
डिलीवरी तक
but those
किया
doctors used to
कि
come to
मैं
Dadi
देखने लगी कि मैं
daily
शब्द का कभी
to feel that vibration, to get
वर्ण
that
का अनर्थ हो
vibrations.
सकता है जब भी कोई
So I feel that
नहीं समझ
the
पाते हैं तो
silence
दूसरे रूम में
power,
ले
the
जाते हैं। बहुत
language of
सारी
silence
मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग भी
through
होती है
vision I
कि
learned
आपका
from
भाव
Dadi,
नहीं है, आपका बहुत ही
because
प्योर भावना है
in
कहने
the
की,
words,
परंतु
whenever
आत्मा
we
की
speak
स्थिति
in
ऐसी होती
language,
है कि वो आपके
there
भावों
is
को
a
कैप्चर नहीं
chances
कर
of
सकते,
misunderstanding
गलत
because some
रीति से
people
करके
don't have that
अपना व्यर्थ संकल्प करके
state
आपके
to
साथ अपनी
understand
छवि
that
ले जाते हैं।
correctly. They
तो मैंने ये
misunderstood
देखा कि
you,
दादी की
so
जो
they
भाषा नैनों की भाषा
get
थी
hurt or something
और
like
नैनों
that.
की भाषा में
But
बहुत सारा
I
कुछ
saw Dadi
समाया
used to
हुआ था
use
कि
that
उसमें कोई प्रकार
language
की
of silence,
मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं
the
होती
language of those
कि
drishti and
आपने
eyes.
संकल्प किया
And in that language, there is no misunderstanding. You think here, and that thought reaches that soul.
प्रत्यक्ष मैंने अनुभव किया.
And this I have experienced practically in my life.
एक एक शब्द की जब भी बातें करते थे,
Whenever we used to talk about Dadi Ji's
कोरोना का शुरुआत हुआ
in 2020, when Corona was on rise,
बहुत सारे चाइना में हो रहा
we were not knowing because it was just in the newspaper that in China there is COVID. So at that time I went back to America, and
से पूछा गया. नीलूबेन ने प्रश्न
before leaving India, 2 days before leaving India, I asked Neeluben's sister asked Dadi, Dadi, do you know about such thing as COVID? Dadi said that this is just a beginning.
दादी जैसे एकदम साइलेंस में जैसे
And after saying this, she went in silence.
उसी समय
Then at that time,
बहुत सारी आत्माएं गई. पर दादी ने कहा
lot
शुरुआत है.
of people, lot of Baba's child left that body at that time. So we can think that what period is about to come after that. So like Baba gave us time to prepare ourselves in advance. So
तो ये एक देखा.
this I saw in Dadi.
तो वहाँ थी.
So I saw that Dadi was there only for
हम लोग ने सब
just for being there.
हमारा योग का चार्ट भी कितना आगे
But we did lot of meditation session for Dadi, so that increased our chart of yoga.
योग करते थे. वो तो बाबा का रथ था.
So that was the chariot of Baba. She needed nothing, but because of her, we were
हुआ
able to collect or attain that power of yoga within ourselves that kept on helping the world around.
के पहले ही
In 2000 or before that, I asked a question, Dadi, we consider ourselves to be Raj Yogi, but our life we keep on running or rushing in the service. So when will I feel the life of Raj Yogi?
पावरफुल दृष्टि दिया.
Then Dadi said nothing, but she just smiled and gave me a powerful vision of this. And then thereafter in 2020, when I was about to take a leave from Dadi, that Dadi gave me a very powerful drishti at that time.
तो लेने का है कोई
At that time I couldn't understand.
मुझे क्या कह रही है.
At that time I thought that this is just the time to receive that drishti because that was the language of vision.
बाबा की
So at that time I received that power, Baba's power through Dadi's drishti.
समाचार धीरे धीरे मिलता रहा.
And then when I sit in the flight and then I keep on receiving the news that this corona or COVID is spreading all over the world and not only in China.
लॉकडाउन
And when I reached Los Angeles, and after 2 days there was complete lockdown.
तो वो प्रश्न का उत्तर मुझे
So
मिला कि अब
the question which I asked Dadi 2 years ago, I received that answer. So that answer was that this is the time of experiencing the Raj Yogi life,
वहाँ
because at that time
सेवा के लिए
for the service of Baba we have to go outside for Baba's service, but in the evening,
हो जाता था.
but because of traffic,
इसका
only if it's a run of 45 minutes, but because of traffic, daily
कभी कभी 3
2 to 3 hours we have to be there outside. So
जैसे 10 साल तक ऐसे चला हमारी सेवा.
at that time,
पर ये
since 10 years we were having this.
थी कि जब
So
कार में बैठते थे और
I give really very thanks to this Radio Madhuban,
ऐसे ही फील
because from reaching from one point to other, we used to listen to that Radio Madhuban and we used to feel that the closeness of Madhuban. We used to feel like we are going to Palanpur or to Ahmedabad for service. So we never get used to realize that this much traffic has passed and this much traffic is there. So I couldn't realize at that time how our connection was there with Madhuban at that time. So at that time I learned from Baba, from Dadi, that only for service we are there, but our intellect is connected with Madhuban, with Baba, and so we keep on receiving those touchings from Baba Dada.
खुद को भी पर्सनल रीति से बहुत
So at that time, I felt I had very good experiences personally about all the dadis, like
अनुभव करते गए
we
क्योंकि
keep
हर
on
एक दादी की अपनी अपनी
experiencing
विशेषता थी तो पूरा ब्राह्मण परिवार क्योंकि बहुत
different
सारे
because
Zoom
every
बाबा के बच्चे
dadi
निकले
had a
और
unique
उन्हें तो
speciality of
कौन
herself.
दादी कौन है पता भी नहीं
So
तो
there are
एक
not
एक
many
रोज
Zoom
एक
babies,
एक
so they
एपिसोड
don't
दिखाते
even
रहे
know
तो
who
उस बहाने
which
वो
dadi is
पुराने
what.
बचपन के
So
दिन
we
याद आ
keep
जाते
on
कि कैसे
showing
दादियों के
them
साथ हमने
the
पाला
video
था
of one dadi or
और
other
अंत में जब
one
भी
time or the other.
अव्यक्त बाप
So
दादा
while
का
watching
स्टिकर
that, we
रखते
used
थे
to
तो
experience
पूरा बाबा
that, we
के
used
जैसे
to relive
सभी
that
को
experience
भले कोई
again.
मधुबन नहीं पहुंचे हैं नए में
So at that
और उन्हें
time
बाप दादा को भी
or
नहीं
this
मिले
time
पर सभी
even,
को ऐसा
the
ही
new
अनुभव
ones
महसूस
have
हुआ
not come to
कि
Madhuban
बाबा
yet,
हमारे
but they
साथ ही हैं
felt
बाबा ने
personally that
हमको
Baba is
अनुभव
with
किया
them only and they
दादियों
have
के साथ का
felt
भी
the
जैसे अनुभव
sustenance
किया
of
तो ये
Baba and
बहुत
they
ही
have
जैसे
felt the closeness of
पालना
Dadis
का
and Baba
अनुभव
as
रहकर
well.
गया
So this
तो
was
जो
such a
जो
beautiful
प्रश्न
experience of
हमारे
sustenance
मन में
there.
थे
So whatever
दादियों ने
questions were there in
अपनी
our heart, in
प्रैक्टिकल
my
जीवन
mind,
से बता दिया
so Dadis gave
हालांकि
their answer in
हमारे ऊपर है
through their
कि
practical
हम
life.
अपने लक्ष्य पर
It's up to
कैसे पहुंचे
it's up to
गया
us
वाया
now
पहुंचे
that
या
how to
स्ट्रेट
reach
मंजिल पर
to
पहुंचना
our
है
aim
तो श्रीमत की एक
through
एक कदम
straight
श्रीमत का
or
करते
via
रहें
via. If you
दादियों
want to
ने जो
reach to
अपने
your
जीवन
aim
में
directly,
अनुभव
then follow
प्रत्यक्ष
Srimad at
बाप
every
दादा से
step.
किया
Dadis
साकार
had
बाबा से किया
experienced
वो अपने जीवन से
sustenance
चरित्र से
through
हम बच्चों को
sustenance of
बताया
Sakar
तो
Baba
वो भी
and
हमें
showed that
बहुत ही अच्छी तरह
sustenance
से
through
अनुभव
their
करते
practical
गए
life to
क्योंकि
us.
वहाँ
And we kept on
सब दूर डिस्टेंस
experiencing
होने के
those
कारण समय
things
बहुत
from
ही
Dadi's life.
रास्ते पे चला जाता मगर
So
ऐसे
because of
नहीं करना करते
traffic,
कि हमारा समय
we
व्यर्थ
usually
में
spent a
जाता
lot of
ऐसे
time
लगता
on
था कि ये
roads,
मेरा पर्सनल
but
समय
we never felt
कैसे जो
that
भी
time got
हमारे अब
wasted. We
तक
felt that this is
बच्चों
my
को अनुभव
personal
कराया
time,
वो हमेशा मैं
and
साथ में रखती जाऊं
I
ताकि
think
वो
that
हमेशा के
whatever
जिस रास्ते से मैं
experiences I
जाती हूँ
have got from
जो भी
Baba, I
सामने
should
आता
keep
है
that
तो
experience
उसका
with
भी एक
myself
वाइब्रेशंस मिलता
so
है
that whoever
और
comes
वो
in
भी अपने
contact with
जीवन में
me
आगे बढ़ते
throughout the
जाए
way
तो ये भी
should get
बहुत
those
अच्छी तरह से
vibrations and that
अनुभव
people
किया
should move
और
forward
लास्ट
with
में
that power.
जब भी दादी को जाने का समय
At
था
last, when Dadi was about to
उस दिन
leave the
तो हम
body,
वापिस जाने वाले थे
at that
अंदर
on
से
the same day
प्रेरणा
I
थी कि
was
हम
about
मत
to
जाओ
leave
मार्च 10
that
तारीख
day,
को
but I
वापिस
felt from
जाना था
inside that
तो
I
अंदर
should
से लगा
stay.
कि ना रुक जाओ
On
और
10th of
ना
March, I was
मोहिनी ने
about
भी
to
कहा
leave,
कि
but I
आप
felt that
समय
I
रुक
should
जाओ
leave, I should
तो उस समय
stay
मैंने
here.
सोचा
And
कि
also
अगर मैं
Mohini
उस
Didi
समय
said that you should
वापिस जाती
stay.
तो पूरी रात मैंने प्लेन में होती जागरण करना
So
पड़ता तो मैं
I
पूरी
felt
दादी
that
के पास बैठ के मैं
if I go
मेडिटेशंस
by
करती
night there,
तो
then
उस
whole
रात
night I would have
अव्यक्त बहन और हम और
stayed
पूरे
awake in flight.
मेडिटेशंस
So I
दादी के
stayed
पास
there,
होके करते थे
and the whole night I and
सुबह
Nilu
में जब
sister
भी
were sitting there near
40
Dadi
मिनट
and
रहा कि दादी के पास
were
जाने का
sitting there in
तो दादी ने
meditation.
बहुत ही प्यार से जब भी
And in
आंखें
the
खोली
morning,
उस
when
समय
we came,
तो
when we went to
नीलू जी ने
Dadiji and
दादी को
Dadi
कहा कि
opened
मुझे
her
पता
eyes
है
very
आपको बाबा
lovingly.
के पास जाना है
Nilu sister said
तो
that I know
एक
that you want to go to
कि
Baba
मैंने कभी
now.
आपको लास्ट कई सालों से आपको
That,
कभी
and
अकेला
said
नहीं
that
छोड़ा
I
है आप
have
भी मेरे साथ थे
never lived,
तो उसी समय
left
दादी
you
ने बहुत
alone
प्यार से दृष्टि भी
since
दिया
last many
और
years.
दादी ने
So
समय को
promise me
बंद
that you
करके
will not
और
leave me.
फिर जब भी
You
8:30
will
बजे
stay with
फोन किया
me
तो थोड़ा थोड़ा दादी का
always.
जैसे डाउन होता
So
गया
after that,
और
Dadi
सभी
closed her
भाई बहन जो
eyes,
भी डॉक्टर
and
से
then
सेवा करने
thereafter,
वाले थे सब पहुंचे
Dadi's parameter
और
keep on
सभी
dropping,
बहनें जो भी
and
सेवाएं
all
करती
these
थी वो भी
brothers and
सभी वहां
sisters,
थी
all the
तो
sisters
ऐसे
who were
फील
doing
हुआ
service
कि
there,
दादी के
everyone
कॉन्शियसनेस में
gathered
तो हम
around
ही
the
हैं
Dadi.
पर अव्यक्त बाप
We
दादा
feel
ने
that
दादी के रथ
Dadi's
द्वारा सब
consciousness
कोई
has
बहुत पावरफुल
already
दृष्टि
been
दिया
taken away by Bab
देते
Dada,
देते
but
देते जैसे फिर
Bab
भी
Dada gave a
दादी
very
अपने
powerful
साइड का
drishti to
आत्मा
all the
शक्ति
people
थी
around
तो
there.
सबको संकल्प लगा कि अब क्यों नहीं अब क्या है बाकी
And
राह
whilst
क्योंकि सबको
everyone
जैसे
received the
दृष्टि दी गई
drishti,
अगर
then
दादी का
after
एक
that,
डॉक्टर नहीं
why
आता
Dadi
तब
is
तो
not
दादी
leaving
बहुत
body
बहुत
now?
ही 3
But
सालों से
because
दादी को
one
बहुत ही
doctor
मेहनत
was
किया था
was
वो
yet to
जब
come
आया
to
दादी
meet
ने
Dadi.
दृष्टि दे के
So because since
पंचमुखी
last 3 years the
पर
doctor
जैसे
was
अव्यक्त बाप दादा जब चले
daily used to
जाते
pay
हैं
visit
जैसे
to
आंख
Dadi.
बंद कर
So
देते हैं
when that doctor
और
came,
जैसे
then like
निकल
Avik
चले गए
Dada when
ऐसे
used to
ही
go,
बहुत सारा फॉरवर्ड
similarly
करते हैं पर ऐसा कभी
Dadi
भी
saw that doctor,
नहीं
closed
देखा
the
कि
eye,
कोई
and then
यहाँ
left
से
the
और
body.
रूहानियत से
So
इतना
we have
समय
never seen that anyone leaving the body so easily, so lovingly, in that easy manner. It was like Baba took her by making him sit in his eyes and took her. The vibration of that room was very powerful, and that silence power is being experienced by everyone. And throughout the whole hospital, in the whole hospital, everyone felt that powerful silence, and everyone give their cooperation at that time. So I had the experience that Dadi didn't leave. She is still here with us. Whenever I used to ask any question to Dadi, even now, I receive that answer because now the Dadis are all beyond the bondages now in their angelic form there. So it's very easy for them to do the service, and also it's very easy to experience their company with us, and that is very unique. So I really thanks to all the right hands of the Dadis because they have really did very good job in handling Dadi's body, and they have really they renounced everything. They have never seen it, whether it's night or day. They didn't care about their lunch or dinner. So I really thanks them, and Dadis gave us lots of sustenance. So thanks to everyone. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. I was born in East Africa. In Africa at that time, the situations were not good. As I was a girl child, my parents thought of where to send her for studies. So I had three choices, that London, America or India. So father had inner instinct that she should be sent to India because Indian culture is very rich, and wherever she goes, she goes. So from India, in Baroda, I received this knowledge. In the last year of university, there was a center in front, so I went there in Shivratri, festival of Shiv Jayanti. I went there, I got that knowledge, and then I went to London where I got spiritual sustenance there. So I get the knowledge in India and got sustenance in London and got the chance of service in America. And even now, we are all lucky that this Avyakta Lok is being constructed, and we get such a good experiences from there. And I personally feel that after this, there will be the part of divine visions will open, or everyone will feel the presence of God there. Dadi Janki had that slogan of clean and clear heart. So from now onwards, our mind and intellect should be very clean and clear. So we keep on cleaning our mind and clear. So this is the only thing Baba wants to say to us. So now what we say is, we have talked a lot with Baba. Now it's the time to listen what Baba wants to say to us. And listen yourself, what you want yourself, what you want from yourself. So at first we used to tour in the outward world a lot. Now we have to go inside and tour inside. So if we keep on listening and catching directions in advance, then we will be able to do our preparations according to that. So it's time to listen to Baba and yourself, and then it will be very easy for doing anything or anything. because we are the children of very powerful or the Almighty One, and our dadis are also very powerful. So whatever service you have received, whatever your part, so keep on playing your part accurately, and you will see what experiences Baba gives others from yourself. So neither see brother nor sister, only Baba. So like Baba says that Baba will take us with with him in a very light manner. So why should we take any burden? So we should do our service in a very light manner. So Baba will feel very good towards us and will say Wah bacche wah, or why Wah child wah. So we child are very lucky. We should count our attainments. Those worldly peoples are crying and we people are counting our blessings. So Baba has given us the pain of writing our fortune. So we cannot blame other, or we cannot see the fault of others. But whatever you want to do, keep Bab Dada in front of you and angelic Dadis in front of you, and keep on doing your task and work, and you will see what Baba will take you. Om Shanti.